fastest woman in the world is 10.4.
Yeah.
So you're only 2 seconds under that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, I mean, I would honestly do it in about like 58 seconds now. It would not
I'd
happen.
stop for a break.
Yeah. And then probably pass out afterwards.
Hello and welcome to the Sherlock Team podcast with me, Sherri Andrew. Today I'm joined by Hough and Sarah Templeman, aka Hodge. Hi ladies. I love saying that, aka Hodge.
I know.
Like a celeb.
You need to change your Instagram handle.
I know. It's like a faff to do it though. It's like 2 weeks or something.
Really?
verification.
I
Yeah.
changed mine.
Really?
Did you?
Yeah, I used to be Lula and Rosie, and now I'm Lou.Huff.
I did that on Facebook. I changed my name to Sherri No Bother Andrew.
Ooh.
As a dare. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. And I was like, oh, I'll just do it for a day. And then they didn't let me change it back for 3 months.
No.
Yeah, and I had to like show a picture of my passport to say that was my legal name.
Oh
And
my
I was
god.
like, oh, I won't be doing that again.
Oh my, no bother. I
No
love
bother.
it.
I don't know where that came
That's
from.
so funny.
Yeah, it's just like no bother.
It's like those, your first email address where
Yeah.
you just think of like such a random thing.
Yeah,
Mine
exactly.
mine was poosness@hotmail.com.
Poosness.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I think it was something like, because I used to get called Loose a bit more when I was younger, and Loose is a bit like Poos. And I don't know.
Loose because your real name's Lucy.
Lucy.
Not because you were loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to clarify.
That was wild.
That's so cute.
I know we had friends who were like 69. Do you know what I mean? Like,
So bad.
They're like
Cheeky.
Yeah.
Oh, so innocent. Yeah, none
Naughty
of that.
girls. I wasn't. I was always SJ Hodgkinson.
Oh, well done. You had a
Very
very
good.
ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
That would be one
Very
thing that I
professional.
teach my daughter, that any
Yes.
email addresses, always just your name.
Internet trail has to be on point from day one.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, new noteworthy. I'll come to you first, Hodge.
Okay.
What are you loving this month?
We have been really lucky. We've had a lot of weekends away this month. We were in Cornwall this weekend. We were in
You
Rock.
lucked out with the weather.
I know. Oh my god, we were so lucky.
Dreamy.
It was so nice. We just had a really wholesome. My parents-in-law are down there, so we were staying with them.
Do you do the same kind of thing every time you go? Or do
Yeah,
you mix it
so
up?
we always water ski. We did a boot camp on the beach.
Ooh.
That's fun.
We always play paddle now. We always have a barbecue on the beach. At some point, that can either be breakfast or we'll do
Yeah.
like bacon baps.
That's nice.
And coffees on the beach, or we'll do like burgers for like kids' tea.
Lush.
But the weather was just insane. And then yesterday we went to a really nice restaurant in Rock called Four Boys.
A friend mentioned that.
It's so nice. So it's these four boys. That's why it's called Four Boys. Their mum is this cool lady called Fee Turner. She actually did the catering at our wedding, so we got married there in St Emdock. And her four strapping young Cornish boys have started their own restaurant. So if
That's so cool.
it's like opposite the ski school. So it used to be somewhere called Blue Tomato. So you'd come out and you'd get, your hot chocolates, and the kids were all freezing. But now it's this super cool restaurant, and it's all sort of sharing plates. Great local wine. It's just a really nice vibe.
That
Nice.
sounds lovely.
Yeah,
so
it's
like
really
nice for like a
delicious.
long lunch or dinner.
Yeah, the mains are a bit bigger, and then it's all like fresh fish. So we had sardines, mackerel.
Lovely.
You'd love it. It's so.
That sounds so nice.
Yeah, it's really foodie, and then just such good bread. Bread and
That's always a
olives.
mark of a great restaurant.
Yeah, I totally
The bread
agree.
and the butter.
Yeah,
Simple, but
it was so
you can tell.
good.
And where is this story? Four Boys
In Rock, it's opposite Padstow.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got married there. So and James proposed on the top of Bray Hill.
Aww.
So, which is so sweet. And then for Christmas a couple of years ago, he bought one of those. He's quite a softie, really. He bought one of those lockets with like the date he proposed and all the kids' names.
Aww.
So, and there's this thing at the top, like locked onto this like ring, this iron ring at the top of Bray Hill. So whenever we're there, we always take a walk up to Bray
That
Hill
is
with
so
the
That's
kids.
so
Sweet.
sweet.
I
That's
know,
really
and
sweet.
It overlooks the church where we got married. So
Oh.
I know it's so sweet.
Very romantic.
Very
Yeah.
romantic.
And the kids are like, oh. But now they're a bit more interested. But yeah, it was so nice.
Sounds lovely.
I know, so I flew back this morning.
Oh, okay. So is it from Newquay Airport?
Yeah, so
okay.
I've left the kids there
Dreamy.
with my in-laws.
Oh,
With the
have a great
amazing
time.
weather.
Yeah.
And now you feel like now it's like you and your husband have
This
a
is
holiday.
my holiday.
Yeah. So what's on the agenda for like Hodge time?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to work. But then actually it's so nice. I go home and the house is as I left it.
Heaven.
We're just going to have a really nice time. We're going to have a date night on Wednesday.
Lush.
We're going to that new place, Casa Cruz in Notting Hill, because
Lovely.
Taylor's favourite place. And then
Sounds so nice.
this weekend we're going to Wilderness.
Oh my God, I'm so
Ooh.
envious. I went to Wilderness a couple of years ago and it was like one of the best weekends I've ever had.
People say it's one of the best festivals in the UK.
I know, because we did Glastonbury last year, so my friends like manage our expectations. It's more of a party.
Oh, have you
than
never
a
been
festival.
before?
We haven't been.
Oh, fun.
Who's
So-
headlining?
Bicep,
My
Faithless.
favourite.
I want to say
That's
Barry
great.
Can't Swim.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love these names.
I do feel like Wilderness though is so like not just about the music. Like there's a really good foodie scene. It's quite chill. There's like a lot of like wellnessy
Stuff
things
to
that you can
do.
do, and you can just kind of like bop around.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. The weather looks good, touch wood.
Great.
There's like a big gang of us, so it'll be really fun.
What are you wearing?
It's so nice.
I felt I'm not going to back myself, but I felt I nailed my Glasgow look.
Smashed it.
So
Yeah,
I
you did
feel
look 10 out of 10.
Pressure is on.
Okay.
For this weekend.
But do you not think less pressure? Because it's a bit...
Well,
no, because it's
I
more
feel
party
like
vibes.
Gotta go bigger and better.
Okay.
I've got this mega sequin jacket from Mint Velvet. Mint Velvet
Perfect.
is killing it. It's like gold, it's like cropped. I've got like little black shorts, and then I think I'm going to wear a black bandeau, and then this mega top from Zara. It's like a jacket. It's like lace with black ribbons.
Oh, I know the one.
Do you know
That
the one?
Yeah,
nice.
so good.
So I was thinking either that with sort of black shorts.
Yeah, fit.
And then I've got a dress, and I've copied Maya from her Glasgow looks, because she had this cute little white dress from Free People.
Nice.
And then
Oh
I've got,
yeah, she looks so good in that.
yeah,
So
so maybe
nice.
that, and
Yeah.
then I've got like I need to sort of plan it. But yeah,
so
no, it'll be
fun.
fun.
Can't wait to hear what you think.
I know it'll be really fun.
Nice. Also, Hodge, I have to say, your eyebrows look so good.
Well, last time we were on the pod, we were talking about my eyebrows, and I was gonna finally bite the bullet and have them microbladed. And
They look so natural. Like
would
they
not-
do not like you've had microblading.
No, not at all. And you haven't got any like makeup on
No,
or eyebrow
no.
pencil.
So where,
It's
like,
amazing.
which bits did they do? The whole thing or just part of it?
the whole thing.
Okay, wow.
But I've only had one session.
Okay.
And I've got to go back in 6 weeks, but I can't fit it in, so I'm going back in September to have the second. You have to have the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought it was like, you know, when you have Botox and they say, come back if you want to, and I never go back.
Yeah.
But she said, you have to come back.
Okay.
So you've got to go back, because some of the lines are
It's
sort
like
of
a
breaking
tattoo,
up.
isn't it? You
Yeah,
have to have it topped up.
exactly. We were in Mykonos for a friend's birthday a couple of weekends ago, and I also had lashes put on for that holiday. Really like...
Once
And
you've got
I
your
felt
eyelashes and your
coming-
eyebrows done, you don't even need to wear makeup on
Well, like
holiday.
going for a swim in the sea, and then I
Yeah.
look the same.
Yeah, it's great.
So good. When you get
Yeah.
those, I used to get my eyelashes tinted pre-holiday, and I would just wake up and just curl them and be like, wow, I'm like good to go.
Done.
I don't know why I
Yeah.
haven't done. I really want to do the LVL, the lash
Yeah.
lift.
Yes, I want to do that.
And tint, because I feel like it just opens opens up your face,
Exactly.
doesn't it?
Without having to wear mascara. I hate putting on mascara.
Yeah,
It's like
it
the bane of my
I'm
eye.
not sure about lashes though. It is quite admin. You can't really wash your face properly, and you have to have that thing with you all the time because they get.
Like a little
Okay.
spoolie to
Yeah.
comb them through.
But it does make a difference. So it's
Worth
hard.
it if you don't mind a bit of admin.
I'm going to Devon this weekend,
Nice.
and I really want a kind of really
Yeah.
low maintenance like week off with
Yeah.
beauty and makeup and everything
Yeah.
like that. So I feel
Love
like just
that.
a little lift would
Yeah.
help.
It's so
Yeah.
nice to just let your skin breathe. Have a bit of a
Yeah.
break, a bit of
So
sun.
nice.
Yeah.
Love that. Lou, what are you loving this month?
So my husband got me onto a podcast called What's Contemporary Now. The episode that I just listened to was with Eric Tortenson, who is the founder of Frame. And the kind of theme behind his is all about being curious and how he kind of got to where he is today, about the business. He obviously used to have a creative agency. And the reason that Frame started, so they had Wednesday and Saturday agency. They worked as a creative consultancy. In order to help brands, they needed to understand what a brand meant and what it meant to be a founder and to have product and how to sell product. It's that kind of curiosity that has kind of always led him to where he is, to be better, to evolve his creativity. So yeah, they knew someone that manufactured denim, and he was saying, you know, it could have been, if we met someone that manufactured coats or t-shirts, we could have gone into something else, but it just happened to be that.
Oh my god.
So that's how they fell into Frame. They had all of these industry contacts. So then they kind of fell to like, you know, the off-duty model look because they knew all the models and they knew the stylists and everything like that. So it kind of naturally fell into that.
That's cool.
Anyway, it's just a really, really fascinating podcast. I loved it, hearing his curiosity into it. He's, he at the point of his career, he sees young people that are coming in, and he knows that he shouldn't be like running their social media. He needs to get new people that are teaching him, and he wants to know why and what's new and what's current. And it was really fascinating, and he just came across so down to earth. It's really good.
That's so cool.
There's some really great episodes I've downloaded. There's one with Katie Grand. There's one with Nick Knight. And I really enjoyed it.
Oh, lush.
So
I love
love
good pod
those.
reco.
Yeah, particularly when you're like hearing from like designers and people in that industry.
And I think that mix of kind of creativity and business, I'm always so fascinated by. So it was really brilliant. And another thing I'm loving is the rope micro trend, which is everywhere, which obviously came to the forefront from Miu Miu, the sellout sandals. I think there's one pair left on my Teresa in a size 3.
I'm so excited because I bought a pair of Isabel rope sandals about 15 years ago.
You are so ahead of it.
Way ahead of the trend.
And they are in the loft. I'm going to get them out tonight.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Oh my God. There are some good things that come with age.
There are.
You have old shit.
So when you say the rope trend,
Yes.
these are accessories.
So yeah, the Miu Miu sandals are just like a normal sandal, and then the straps are rope. And then Miu Miu have also brought out there's an amazing bag, and there's key rings, and it's kind of like the rope is more kind of like a
hiking rope.
like a hiking rope.
As
Like
opposed to
sailing.
like a
Not
a
like
sailing
a string.
rope.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly. I guess a little bit like a sailing rope
Yeah.
as well. There's some really, really great affordable options out there as well. There's an amazing pair of sandals from Stradivarius, a really good pair from Zara. There's a seriously good canvas cream bag from Zara and a brown suede one. And then it's just got
nice.
like the rope like tassels,
I might
which
get that
I
for
saw Jessica
Wilson
wearing.
Rose.
Yes,
Yeah, that
you
sounds
should.
cool.
But I love a trend that can be translated with inexpensive pieces.
Yeah.
And it's obviously, it's set from the catwalks. But I love it. I think I also kind of love that sort of utilitarian sports vibe,
Yeah, that's very cool.
which makes something kind of like polished. Then you can just kind of ground it with like, a bit of rope.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's so cool. And that to me seems like a trend that you can lean into time and again, and
Exactly.
it's going to come around.
Yeah, and
it's
just
always
like,
cool.
you
Yeah.
can just do it on a key ring. So yeah, it ran on site today, which is, we're recording this on Monday. So do go and check it out.
Yes.
If you are interested in a little trend just to update your summer. Because I feel like also this part of summer, you can kind of get a bit flat with
I'm
your
not
wardrobe.
I'm not buying any more summer clothes.
No.
That's it.
Done. Me
Well,
too.
you can just go up to the
I
loft
say
and you'll
that.
I'm going to go get my 20-year wardrobe.
Yeah,
out.
shop your own wardrobe.
I know.
That's the way to do
I
it.
know, I should do actually. I've got some bits in there. I used to live in Singapore. We used to go to these mega sample sales, and I got some real good shit.
Oh, I
Really
would love
good
to do
Isabel
that.
stuff. I need to get that out. I'm like, am I too old? Fuck it.
We should go to Hodge's wardrobe.
Yeah.
Do a wardrobe tour.
Maybe
Like
Maybe we'll
an
do
attic tour.
a loft wardrobe
Yeah.
tour. What about you, Sherri? What's your new and noteworthy for you?
Well, I have just been obsessed with the Olympics. Obviously, the
too.
opening ceremony kicked off on Friday. I think we'll come to that a bit later on. But there have been so many good sports documentaries on Netflix at the moment. So I've been fully leaning into the summer of sport and kind of like diving head into just some,
I love
see on
that.
Netflix.
It makes you want to play sport, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I find it so inspiring.
Yeah.
Now it's probably a bit too late for me to be a professional.
If you
but-
could have been professional though, what sport would you pick?
Oh, that's such a good question. Maybe tennis?
I knew you were
I
gonna
think
say
tennis is probably the coolest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also I'd love to be a swimmer. What would you choose?
100-meter sprint. I was telling you guys earlier, I still hold the school record for the under 13s.
Lou, that blows my mind because what was your time? You said it was
12-7.
12:07.
I love that you know that
Yeah.
just off the bat as well.
Yeah, that was my
12:7.
PB.
That's amazing. Because
Yeah.
bearing in mind, in one of the documentaries that I watched, Sprint, the fastest woman in the world is 10.4.
Yeah.
So you're only 2 seconds under that.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah, I mean, I would honestly do it in about like 58 seconds now. It would not
I'd
happen.
stop for a break.
Yeah. And then probably pass out afterwards. But yeah, back in the day,
in the day.
my great uncle was in the Olympics. He was in the 100-meter relay. So
Yeah.
it's obviously in our blood
Wild.
somewhere.
That's so
I
cool.
love that.
Yeah.
And you were the fourth
Wow.
fastest backstroke in the country.
In the whole country.
In the whole country at some point. I can't actually remember how old I was
For
then.
your age
Definitely
range.
from my age range, which again was like probably 12.
Sporty Spice, I love
I
it.
know, I love that.
That is very cool. I wish I could say something like
What
that.
would yours be, Hodge?
I think gymnastics.
Love that.
Well,
for
actually,
you.
yes, that's a good one.
I am so devo that I can't do the splits. 3 of my best girlfriends can do the splits now. And when we're out, it is
Like
such
it's a good party trick.
It's a showstopper. Like when we're like dancing.
Like the DCC cheerleaders. Like,
Exactly,
woo!
babe. Do you know what? I go to Pilates. I go to Reformer Collective in Balham, and there's this amazing guy called Nathan. I'm going to make you come with me to the
Okay.
class. And it's called Dynamic Pilates.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I love a dynamic
And
one.
he does the splits.
What's the difference
on-
between dynamic and
It's
normal?
like being in a nightclub.
Oh.
It's like really up tempo. It's a bit
Okay.
faster.
And you do it to the beat. But he was making me die. He'll be like, Sarah, how many more? And I'm like, 2. And he's like, Sarah says 2, girl. Like,
That's what you need. Someone who's like
he's
fun.
amazing. And he was showing us how to do something. And he did the splits. And I was like, oh my God, if Nathan is doing the splits,
Wow.
I'm going to do it.
Yes, I think you can just
so
like you can.
it's gonna
That's
be
something
my
that you could
goal.
definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe your next year resolutions.
Yeah.
because I know you set yourself some quite hard
Okay.
ones.
Yeah.
Health Queens.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything like that. Maybe I should. But I was watching Sprint on Netflix, which is about the current fastest people in the world. So you've got Noah Lyles, who is the fastest man in the US, who's like this like amazing flamboyant character who just like comes out onto the track doing like cartwheels and is like, come on, let's go.
Wow.
So he's like a real character.
Love.
You've also got Sha'Carri Richardson, she really reminds me of Cardi B. Like she's got these long nails that are honestly like 6
No way.
inches.
Oh my God.
I love it when
And-
they're so glam and like
Yeah,
their hair
yeah.
and their nails, their outfits,
Exactly.
the makeup just looks
Yeah.
so.
So glam. She was like, my motto is look good, feel good, do good.
Yes.
I was like, I love that.
Love that.
Gonna
I
steal
adopt
that.
that.
Yeah.
And she has like the most amazing like braids, fantastic hairstyles, and she just looks so glam.
Oh, I love
And she's
that.
obviously the fastest woman in the world at the moment.
Wow.
And then you've got Sherika Jackson, who's from Jamaica. So the documentary, I think the first episode covers the men and the second one is about the women. This is specifically for like 100 metre, 200
Okay.
metre. It's like the fastest people. So they talk about the rivalries between Team Jamaica and Team USA and how it's like, it's such a fierce rivalry.
Yeah.
And like if you're Jamaican, like that's their national sport.
Okay.
So obviously Usain Bolt still has the fastest record. So no one has ever beaten that. But they're saying that could happen in this Olympics.
Oh
So
my
they-
God, I love it. It's right
Yeah,
towards
yeah,
the end.
yeah.
Isn't it?
This Friday and Saturday, the track and field starts.
Oh, can't wait.
So that's a good time. But some of them start really early. It's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Because they have such a tight schedule getting all the sports done. But yeah, track and field is this weekend. So by the time this podcast goes out, it will be today and tomorrow, which is exciting.
Watching.
So I would say if you love Drive to Survive, any kind of sports documentaries,
Okay.
it's very much
Mega.
that.
Well, I'm definitely
Yeah.
going to watch that.
The other one I also really loved was the Simone Biles documentary,
Yeah.
which is called Simone Biles Rising, also on Netflix. And she is just, I mean, she's the best gymnast in history. That's not an opinion, that's fact.
Yeah.
Like she has brought in so many new moves that didn't exist before.
She's just
Wow.
leagues above.
Leagues well.
Like-
I think she's got like 37 medals, something silly like
Wow.
that, and
And she's
counting.
27.
Yeah, she's only 27,
Yeah.
which actually for a gymnast, I think
It's quite old.
It's quite old, but she was at the World Championships last year and she won all the gold medals because she took a bit of a break. Her and I think it was like 250 women in the US gymnastics team were abused. It was like a prolific case. I think it's like the worst scandal in like US, the Olympic history.
Bastards.
Yeah, he's now in prison, but she is like a survivor of that. A lot of her teammates are survivors. So it was like a very systemic like abuse case that happened over many, many years. So that came out probably about 4 years ago. Then she went to Tokyo and it was COVID and she didn't have any of her parents with her or any of the friends who would like usually travel with her. So she didn't do very well and she had real...
And she came off, didn't she?
Yeah, I think
and
she-
people were really like cross that she'd
People
stopped.
were so mean to her, like, oh my
Yeah.
God, she's such a failure.
Yeah.
When she was having her own, like really, she was having a mental health battle and wasn't doing very well mentally.
Yeah.
And also, I think people forget how hard gymnastics are,
Yeah.
actually, to actually execute those moves. And they're also really dangerous.
Oh my
So
God,
if
yeah.
like mentally
Your
you're
mind's
not
not in it. Yeah.
exactly, you could fall on your head. You could in the documentary they say like people have died doing some of the moves that she has done because they're so unbelievably like skilled, I think is the word. Anyway, so I really love the documentary.
I was on my way here this morning. I was watching when she did the bar. Oh my God. And what I love about her is that she makes it like, it's like she's dancing. It's like amazing music.
Yeah, it's such a
it's a real performance.
Talented.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
The height that she gets, and I just think she's incredible.
I know, and I'm so glad she has so much love and support.
Yeah.
It's like good for her.
100%. Obviously, we had the opening ceremony on Friday. Did you two watch it?
I didn't watch it because my daughter had, we thought my daughter had lost our TV remote. We literally were searching up and down the house for like 48 hours trying to find it. Then found out that actually I had put it in a bag. Anyway, so no, we could not watch it, but I feel like I did see it basically through social media.
Seen the highlights. Yeah,
and the reception wasn't great.
No, it was weird.
Until Celine came out.
Yes,
and she saved the day.
Celine.
Thank goodness for Celine.
Wow.
That is a true comeback. She has stiff person syndrome.
Yes.
It means that she can't really sing anymore because her ribs are like so constricted, so she can't like physically project. But you would not know that based on the performance on last week. It was amazing.
Insane.
But no, I agree. I thought it was very strange. There wasn't much cohesion. I didn't watch it from start to finish. My friends came over, we had some pizzas, had like a bit of a viewing party.
Cute.
And this is the first Olympic ceremony that hasn't been at a stadium, so it was along the Seine.
Yeah.
All of the athletes were like in boats and yachts down the river, but it just felt a bit odd to me. Like there wasn't anything that, I don't know, it felt like it was a big miss.
It was too much. One of the girls this morning was saying she knows somebody who paid €6,000 for tickets to watch it, and they were like at the front and they just saw this horse go past. Like, how annoying would that be?
That's why I have it in a stadium.
Yeah.
Because then you've got seats, it's a spectacle.
Yeah.
What shame.
And it's all contained.
Yeah.
And it was raining. It was really heavy torrential rain. It looked horrendous.
That was a real shame. But I feel like they could have done more. Obviously, France is a wealthy country. They've got budget for something amazing, and I feel like they could have made something. Because when you compare it to the 2012 Olympics, which I think Danny Boyle's production,
oh my God,
that was so
good. Incredible.
Yeah,
I'd actually like to go back and watch that again now. Like
that Daniel Craig.
And the Queen, and it was so good.
But the
It was
British
so good.
just do it so well.
Yeah,
The humour,
the irony.
And Mr. Bean was there as well. And they brought out the Spice Girls.
I know.
I think they really set the bar very high with that. So I wanted to talk about an article that I saw on Forbes to do with the Olympics, and they were saying how it is the most fashionable Olympics to date. The gifting is off the charts, and then also LVMH have paid £163 million, it might be more than that, to basically have a big brand deal with the Olympics. So they have created some of the medals and the actual Olympic torches with one of their jewellery houses called Chaumet.
Yeah.
That's the French fashion house. So all of the medals are created by Louis Vuitton, and they come in like these really cool boxes that are Louis Vuitton made as well, which is very like, even though it's like the biggest, I guess, sporting event in the world, it seems very commercialised to me.
Yeah.
But it's also very luxury, so I thought that was interesting. And you were saying that some of the athletes have been gifted like Skims. I've done a whole collection for them.
Yeah. I feel like, is it just the way of the world though? Like, it's just a chance for a collab on a major world platform.
I'm surprised that they've gone on such a luxury level though, because think how many people the Olympics touches. I don't know, going for like such a luxury market, whether that feels right. What do you think?
I know.
That's very true.
It just feels like because it's in Paris.
And
so that's why
it's the home of luxury.
Yeah. But I love that Skims is in, and also these athletes work their asses off. They don't get paid a lot of money unless they're the big people who've been sponsored.
That is true.
So like, good for them.
Good for them. Get a bit of merch.
Yeah.
And also so many of them have their own profiles now and their own TikTok, like Sky Brown. She is a 16-year-old who does skateboarding. Who's amazing.
She's insane.
She's so good. But yeah, she has like millions of followers. So why not, commercialise off the back of that? Get a little Skim sponsorship. Why not?
Yeah, it's just a different world.
Totally.
Than the last Olympics. It's just different opportunities.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, everyone's like their profiles as well have got even more presence than they ever would.
It's so, you're so right. Have you seen any of the sports so far?
No, not yet. Oh, actually, I watched on the news. I saw the swimming this morning. The breaststroke, but no, I'm gonna be tuning in for track.
They've got breakdancing this year.
They have.
It's
How cool is that?
I know. It's the 9th of August, and because I was looking at the programme, 3 p.m, and it's called The Battle Off is the first round.
Oh my God, it's
basically
it's giving
so
Save the Last
cool.
Dance.
It really is. I can't wait for that.
I'm so pumped for that.
Apparently the DJs, they have like competing DJs, so they have to kind of like do a bit of a mix.
That's cool.
And then the other DJ has to do a mix based on what they've just done.
Okay.
So I think it sounds really
Oh
fun.
no, I love it. It's so contemporary, and like, you know, my 11-year-old is like, "Mummy, there's breakdancing." Like, he's so pumped for that. It's nice to get the kids.
Yeah, you have to
That's
keep
a
moving.
fun thing to
like,
watch.
you have
Yeah.
to keep moving with what's current and what people are using.
It's so true. And surfing. I want to watch the surfing.
Yes.
Because that's in
Biarritz.
Tahiti.
Oh, Tahiti.
Tahiti, yeah, in French Polynesia.
Oh.
Where they're riding the waves. It's a very dangerous area, apparently. It's like the waves get to like 50 feet high. Yeah, so I'll be intrigued. But Tom Daley won a silver medal this morning.
yes.
That's good, yeah. And
Sweet.
I think they won a silver for diving as well over the weekend.
Yeah.
By the time this goes out, hopefully there'll be more
Yeah.
medals. Okay, what is your SL pick? What are you loving across site, social, etc.?
Okay, my favourite piece of content from the last couple of weeks is the shoot we did with Federica LaBanca in partnership with eBay. It was all about her tips for shopping pre-loved for event season. And we went to the eBay HQ archive.
Wow.
And
That's
got to
very
go through these
cool.
rails. And it was so exciting. We were like kids in a candy store.
Yeah.
Product is just incredible.
And it's archived, so people can't buy that.
No, so
Okay.
everything that is there. So Amy Bannerman is their pre-love style director, and every single product in there they have sourced themselves. So, you know, and then it's like it goes out and shoot. They've obviously done all the Love Island collaborations. They've dressed all the Love Island team, the presenters. So they buy everything that you see there from eBay.
That's wild.
That's really cool.
It's such incredible inspiration. And there's like from Zara to Jacquemus to Versace, like there's everything, every kind of style, like amazing sequin bralettes, and then like cool bomber jackets, and it's just
like the
so
best closet
God.
ever.
so cool. And it just really inspired me to get back onto eBay, because you can get so many amazing gems. Anyway, one of Federica's tips was to not focus on brands, but to focus on attributes. So like, for example, she's like an 80s seller. So she would always look for like suit twin sets and shoulders and like bright colours and things like that. And yeah,
That's a good tip. Did you
Love
try
that.
anything on?
there was the most perfect Burberry trench. And it was a menswear one. And
cool.
it had the best shoulders. It hung so well. It was
my
such a good
God.
colour. And I just wanted to take it away and buy it.
They couldn't.
So there was also an amazing sequin bralette and then a sheer skirt. There was so much good party pieces.
Oh, love that.
That sounds so fun. Oh, I
We
could
should
be in there
set
for
ourselves
hours.
a challenge. Like,
Yes.
buy a full outfit.
Well, second-hand September.
Love
It's coming up.
pre-loved. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best ways to shop nowadays.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really
Really
is.
unique stuff.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, something that I was actually loving on site, again, that went this week, was the hot weather makeup pick roundup that the beauty team worked on.
I didn't see that.
I was so good, Hodge. So they were talking about, they spoke to several makeup artists and industry insiders on the things that they switch out now in their makeup bag now that the weather is really hot, finally. So I just wanted to ask, what do you guys switch out? Like, what are your go-to products when you don't want to wear much, but you want a bit of coverage or something, but you're not going to wear like a full foundation or
I mean,
a
my
red lip, whatever
ride
it
and
is.
die in the summer is the serum, the bronzing nutritive adaptive serum from Oskia. Got a tint in it, but also a glow, and I mix with a teeny bit of foundation just to cover like acne scars and unevenness. And it's so light.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, and it just gives it's a bit of colour. And if I'm on holiday, I'll just put that on in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lou, what's yours?
So mine would probably be the Westman Atelier liquid super loaded drops. They come in 3 different colours. There's kind of like a rosy pinky one, a peachy tone, and then a bronze one. You can either use it like on top of whatever, just like on your cheeks, just to give like a little bit of a bronzy glow, or you could use it underneath your foundation, which again just kind of lifts your face and gives a little bit of colour.
Yeah.
And I
Nice.
love the consistency of it. The bronzing one in particular and the peachy one I think is so good for this time of year. Again, where you don't want to wear like full face, you don't want to put bronzer on, but you just need something to give you that kind of
Bit of extra.
evening out, bit of polish, just a
Yeah.
little bit of glow. So I would just do like that and then a little bit of concealer just where needed. And I feel like that just kind of gives your face a fresh glow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your skin is
Lovely.
looking good.
This morning I put on, I've got the bronzing ones underneath.
Nice.
And then I just did the foundation stick just kind of in my T-zone
Yeah.
without having to use foundation, which is
That's
really
so
nice.
good.
Love
And then
that.
the brush to blend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything?
Actually, I'm a finger girl. I don't really
Are
use a
you?
brush. Yeah.
Oh, I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
What about you, Honey?
Well, my favourite one, which you can actually use with both of those products, is the By Terry Hyaluronic Setting Translucent Powder.
Ooh,
That's
yes.
a mouthful. This is my favourite one that I found because
Ooh,
I've got
okay.
quite oily skin.
Yeah.
So you can top it up during the day and it kind of just like blurs everything together.
Yeah, your skin
Like
looks
any
amazing.
fine lines. Oh, thanks, Lou.
There's definitely like a line between getting rid of shine,
Yes.
but still having glow.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I find that really hard because
Yeah.
I do have quite oily skin. So yeah, as I said, you can top it up and also it just is like the finishing touch that makes it look a bit more flawless.
Yeah.
And it's really hydrating and
Okay.
it's for every skin tone. Some
Oh,
of them
I
are
love that.
obviously for different skin tones,
Okay.
but anyone can use
And
this.
it's a powder.
It's a powder, yeah.
Okay.
So you have a little sponge, or I just use like the hourglass big brush.
And
just
you
dab
put it
on.
everywhere.
Everywhere. I mean, some people would probably put it on their T-zone, but because I just want a bit more.
Yeah.
I feel like I need a bit of mattifying,
Yeah.
But
especially
it's
in the
not
summer.
coverage. It's like,
No.
okay.
It just sets everything in place. You can do it as a last step and then like set it with like your blushing powder. Yes, it's like this penultimate step.
My SR pick was you and Georgie in Cotton Garden.
It was so
Yeah.
fun.
How
So
was that?
Yeah, it was really fun. We had a street party with Common Garden, and there were so many amazing store activations, discounts, gift with purchase, drinks, nibbles, and the weather was amazing, and it was just such a fun vibe. I got a
so
little
cute.
welded bracelet from Missima with
That's-
this cute little charm, isn't it?
That's so lovely.
I love
pretty.
that.
So you just, that is on you forever now.
That is on me forever.
Wow, that's so pretty.
But yeah, it was lovely. Really good stores. I love Common Garden.
I know.
Me too.
It's so good. The sushi samba there is so good. It's got a terrace. If you ever need
That's
somewhere
so
to
true.
eat.
Yeah, the restaurant's around there.
Yeah.
You go to Seven Dials, you can go to
Yeah.
something a bit
And it's
more
good for
elevated.
kids.
It's really good.
Samba.
And yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel like there's something for every
Yeah.
range. And yeah, like, really great places for lunch. You
Yeah.
can kind of have a little stop off.
Yeah.
So true.
But yeah, it was great. and
that
really
sounds
nice
so
to meet a
fun.
couple of readers.
I
And
love that. Shall we answer some questions?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, let's answer some questions quickly. Somebody has said, I'm in a bit of a slump with this weather and cannot keep up with the hot/dry. It's too hot for a bomber jacket or too cold for a cardigan. Does anyone have any nice jackets that they have spotted for office fashion?
My Massimo Duty love, like, knows no end. It is just so good. And I was on the website over the weekend and they have got a really cool, it's almost like a silk bomber jacket, but a really nice fine layer. I feel like Massimo Arket Cos do just a really good transitional lightweight layer, which is not like a full coat. Almost like you could also wear it sort of as a top by itself, but just that little
Nice.
something when you need it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the jackets there are so, they're just so nice.
Yeah,
aren't they?
and
They look
free
really
people
elevated.
as well are always really good for a quilted jacket.
Yeah.
If you want something a little bit more boho. I think depending on your style, there's so many good options on the high street.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
I got a really nice quilted jacket and kind of like a salmon colour from All Saints in the sale a couple of years ago. And it's like the perfect mix of when you need a layer, but it's not too heavy.
Yeah.
You can just like fold it up, put it in your bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's All Saints are good
I
as
also
well.
just really rate a kind of a fine cotton jumper or a fine merino, which you can just like put over your shoulders. Sometimes I think with a jacket, you then ruin your outfit, or
Yeah.
you have to then focus your look around the jacket,
outfit,
yeah.
and you don't really want to do that, but you still need something that just keeps you warm. So
Yeah.
just a little, a little jumper over the shoulders
Nice.
can work wonders.
You've got a great jacket selection, Hodge. You have. And also you're a big denim fan, aren't you?
I'm a big denim fan. Just easy. It's like a neutral, isn't it? I quite like an oversized denim shirt as a jacket. And also little suede jackets. I
Yeah.
think come in handy.
They're going to be big again
Yeah.
for
Oh my
autumn.
God.
Ooh.
I want to say Cos have got the most
It's Cos.
banging a suede jacket.
Yeah, it's incredible.
How much is it?
It's either $395 or $480.
Oh my God, it's like
Okay,
the best
quite
suede jacket
spinning.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's so good.
Shit.
But you will have that as an investment you'll have for.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
everyone is
yes.
going to have
I
that.
know. Damn it.
Yeah. It's thick as well. It's a proper jacket.
It's like, it's so cool.
Yeah,
It's got
it's
like
awesome.
edging.
Yeah. But that's the kind of thing you could find pre-loved.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So good pre-loved.
Yeah.
And more unique.
Next question. Somebody has said, I'm so sick of my current wardrobe, but I don't have the money to buy loads of new things. How can I shop my wardrobe and add some extra style into what I already have?
I love this question. I feel like this happens to a lot of people. I get this as well.
Yeah.
Go onto Instagram, Pinterest, wherever you find your kind of style inspiration, and screenshot and save any kind of looks that you like the look of, anything that inspires you, anything you think looks good. And I think you'll start to see a kind of a theme occurring. And I think just having reference points can really help you inspire your wardrobe, because probably what you'll be inspired of is probably pieces that you already have. It's just thinking about a new way to wear them. So I think just getting some new source of inspiration, seeing it all together, and you could be like, oh, actually, I've already got black pants and this white t-shirt, and actually it's using that belt instead of not wearing a belt. And I think you'll start to see there's ways that you can rewear your wardrobe and reshop your wardrobe. And maybe that there's a few little pieces that you need to kind of bring your wardrobe to life.
I think that's great advice, like spotting where the gaps are, because it might be like a pair of shoes that would bring together all those
and I think
outfits.
just sometimes you can get a bit stuck in a rut with wearing things the same way all the time, so you almost need to just not look at it, or like invite a girlfriend over whose style that you love and ask her to pull some outfits together with what you've got, because I think sometimes just like, fresh eyes, you think, oh, I always wear it like this and this wear it like that.
It's so
And
true.
also, rather than going out and spending a bomb on a new dress, because you're like, I need something new, but actually that's not the gap. And like, if you buy one like amazing white shirt, there's 3 outfits.
Exactly.
It's so
And
true.
it's just styling it in different ways, or changing the buttons, or adding shoulder pads, or wearing it with a different trouser, or like a colour pop shoe or something like that can really bring old pieces to life.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Juliet
advice.
Fox was on the show the other day. Who's mega. She's such a babe. And she says that when she puts outfits away, she puts whole outfits on hangers.
That's so clever.
So that she knows, like, that's a look. That's a look.
I would say, actually, if you want the answer to this question, go back and watch Lou's videos on, like, you do 3 tops, 3 trousers, 3 X, and it's just the best example of like having so many different outfits with just a few things. Love those.
Really.
Someone said, I want to invest in a cool kitchen gadget to inject some fun into my home. Any recommendations?
I feel this is you.
Yeah, this is you.
I love a kitchen gadget, but honestly, the thing that I have used the most over the last year is it's called the Ninja Creamy, which is the ice cream machine, and it is amazing.
Never heard of it.
So it went viral on TikTok about a year ago, but essentially it's an ice cream maker, but it comes with 3 pots. So you put all your ingredients dry into the pot, freeze it overnight, and then you attach it to the machine, and then you can make ice cream, gelato, froyo. You make so many cool things with it. So I've made like a strawberry froyo. I've made like a traditional ice cream where you actually like get like the sugar and the cream together. So that's like a very traditional method.
Okay.
But you can be really creative with it. Like someone put a Cadbury pot of joy in there, froze it, and then turns it into chocolate ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
You can do it with tinned pineapple, tinned custard.
What do you do with the custard?
So you literally just pour it in, and that is it. Freeze it, and then you can choose ice cream or gelato, whichever consistency you prefer.
The consistency if they don't add something? So it's like purely just what you add.
Yeah, and then it's basically got an internal like blade that does different consistencies for you. I don't know how it works, but it's so clever.
But there's only custard in it. You don't add. There's only one pot.
So you don't add like milk or yogurt.
No. So you can do that if you want, like you want to make it from scratch.
Okay.
But if you just want to do a 1 tin thing, tin custard, pineapple, tin peaches, sorbet, done. It is so versatile. Okay. So the only thing that goes into the freezer is the actual pot. So you freeze your ingredients and then it churns it into whatever consistency that you want. It's also got a toppings setting.
Oh my God,
so you can make like chocolate ice cream and then put in Oreos or Maltesers or fruit or nuts.
I feel this is such a good family present.
Yeah,
I get it for the kiddos.
Yeah, the kids will love it.
My daughter's just got into like the idea of the consistency of ice cream, but obviously there's so much sugar that goes into normal ice cream. So I feel like I need something like that where I could do it with like Greek yogurt and blueberries and make something yummy and
And
healthy.
add a little bit of honey or just
Yeah.
fruit. It's honestly so versatile.
Oh my
This is not an
God.
ad. I just genuinely
How
love it
have
so
we not
much.
spoken about this
I know.
before?
But is it
know.
expensive?
It is yes, I'd say it's about £200.
Okay.
However, if you're buying a pot of Jude's or a pot of Haagen-Dazs for like
Yeah.
£6-7,
We do.
cost per use, it's amazing. And you can do 3 tubs at a time.
They might be
Yeah.
in the Black Friday sales.
That's
Good one.
true.
Good one.
Let's have a
Okay, I'll
look.
But yeah.
add to wish list.
That's my number 1.
Love
Wow.
that.
You
Yeah.
blow my
Ice cream
mind,
party at
Sherri.
Sherri's.
Ice cream party. Okay, I think that's all we have time for
Perfect.
today. That
I
was so
was
fun.
halfway through, I was thinking, I love this is my job.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
So we
that.
get to talk about
About
this type of
food,
stuff.
everything. I agree.
I know.
Fashion. Lucky us. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. If you have any feedback at all, please do email us at podcast@sherlock.com. You can also look out for our question box on Instagram each week or ask your questions on the SL community at community@sherlock.com. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and show your friends. We'll see you next time.